Welcome back, everybody. Guess what? 2 inches of rain last night. So we had some hay get rained on. Special guest coming today, Renovo Seeds. We're gonna look at the sorghum, and I might move a little heifers after that, and that's what's happening on Ranching Sodak. So we're gonna do a little crop tour of some bale grazing sites while we're here, since we got the soil seed experts. So like this here, these bales were like completely garbage where these weeds are. These were like extreme garbage bales, and that's what happens. If we would go in those weeds and dig down, we'd probably still find residual. But let's go out here. Canary grass, or is this, what is this? No.
This looks like wheat canary, but the head is not wheat canary
No.
grass.
Is that intermediate or
Grass.
intermediate wheat, you think? Not quack though. And if I don't harvest it, I'll just be here. I mean, I could just graze it and or winter on it and it'll just be here.
Yep.
I don't know if my camera was even on.
I would not be afraid.
That was one of my ideas, to go around the outside rounds, cutting with the swather or the hay bind, cut a few stripes down the middle so I can run a cross fence or two.
Yep.
Wrap it, bale it, wrap it, get it out of here.
Okay.
Or even have the choppers if I don't get it done, if the haying just continues to be stupid. Just have the choppers come out here and make me some paths. So this stuff is probably 9 to 10 feet tall out there. Probably 9, that stuff there.
That's probably as tall as it's going to get, 10 foot.
Well, when it starts heading, I mean, that kind of tells us it's done. But there's potential for this to keep getting to that height anyway. Soybeans are down here doing their thing. They're about 4 feet tall, you know, roughly.
You did this for cow feed, right?
Versus what?
I mean, like high quality calf feed.
No, I don't.
Ration.
No. All cow stuff.
So, I mean, when you think about like this silage versus corn silage and the benefit of feeding this versus corn silage, the lower energy and higher protein content. This is going to be, I don't know, 10-11% protein probably.
Yeah, but the energy will be down.
Yeah.
But corn's going to be $1.75 this fall, so I should be able to buy some corn for energy. Yeah. That was for all you grain farmers out there. Here's a little sunflower.
$2.75 is not too far off right now.
I know. That's a sad. I shouldn't joke about that. Yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what the soybeans do for protein. I mean, upping it. And the longer I wait, the more I'm going to lose there too, right? Of value, of protein value. But I mean, if they would start to mature, then you're going to...
The ideal time was like, as you got pods and you got little BB beans in there, that would be the ideal time. You know, kind of like
a dough stage in a cereal grain.
Yeah. Yep. You got the grain for some energy, some fat and soybean oil too.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
But see, look at all the turnips, how nobody wants to eat them yet. The geese don't bother the turnips. Mm-hmm. There's the sunflower. Had to show Justin and Grace my pumpkin patch. That you guys haven't seen the pumpkins lately either, so as long as the specialists are here, we're gonna check it out. I got a nice stand back here behind the trees where I doubled up on them. And this was a feedlot, so I mean, it was pretty tough conditions.
Sure. Huge stand of stuff. Like when this gets up, it's gonna be thick.
Oh yeah. But the geese have just been putting it back. No, this is just our lake. So here's where the pumpkins really start to come in. So we got pretty good ones every few feet now in this patch. And the turnips really took off in this area too. All this stuff you see here is turnips, so there'll be a lot of stuff in here. This will be good for the deer to be munching around back here. Well, 6 miles north. We can go look at that if you want. That's on the left side. All them little spears come up through the thistles there. So we had to go up here and show them the miscanthus and my OG pumpkin patch up here. So yeah, there's 5 rows or 4 or 5 rows of that stuff right here. You can see they're rowed up, and I probably should have sprayed it for like with 2,4-D to get the thistles down, but I think it's going to come through next year fine. Yeah, feel how rough the leaves are, kind of. Nothing will eat it, you know. But it's already popping its little rhizomes out because it started with 1, and most of them have 2 to 4 now coming out of each pocket.
Yeah.
So, and that's why they say to plant it like 18 inches to 2 feet apart, because over time it'll fill itself out. Okay. Yep. These came out of Michigan.
And how big were they when you...
They're just those root rhizomes, like this little... They look like...
It wasn't a plant.
No. Remember like that ginseng? You ever seen like ginseng root? It looks almost like that.
But they'll get like a head on it.
I don't think... Well, maybe later. But it mainly just grows like a ginormous grass. It'll be like a wall, like a 12-foot wall here for 600 feet. Those guys took off. That was good little visiting, touring around, talking crops and soil and whatnot with those guys from Millbourne. So I think what we need to do now, though, throw in a few T-posts, go over, we're going to add on to the temporary little cross fence we put over there at Jim's, and we'll bring them heifers up, open another gate, and let them go to another spot. Boy, it's hot and sticky. This is awesome. I'm tired from partying last night, too. We got to go party again tonight at the concert. I'll probably show you a little bit of that, huh? How's that sound? Little Tracy Lawrence tonight, boys. Anyways, let's get some of these posts loaded up. Probably bring a four-wheeler over there. And I want to take the black one. Probably better get some salt. A couple blocks and 4 bags. I'll go grab that other four-wheeler. You might be asking why I'm not using timeless. I'm putting this as a temporary 1-strand hot wire up, and it's not in the right spot. We're gonna divide these pastures. This is the first time we're running these pastures, so I'm still kind of getting the lay of the land and what the best way and the most common sense and economical way to put these cross fences is. Once we get our water tanks in, we'll know where to put these fences, and then we'll put some permanent fences and tear out some of these old, worn out barbed wire fences that are really unmaintenanceable right now to fix. I just am trying to section these pastures down into the smaller 50-acre parcels at least for now. So that's what we're up against. Follow me. I want to load these mineral tubs up. I'll back up right into here if you can. It's time to move out of this pasture. I noticed a few of the manure piles. This one looks okay yet, but it's starting to get a little lines in them, and they're starting to pile up just a little bit. It's a sign of when the grass starts to get drier, a little bit less protein. So I got a perfect example. You got a cow pie right next to it. This animal here is perfect. That thing still has got a swirl. You still got really good manure. And you got this animal here. It's starting to stack up. See how this one's a tiny bit higher? Still okay, but it is starting. This one is not eating enough protein. Not finding enough protein. Here's another one. Stacking up a little bit more, but not many. A lot of them are still flat and they got the swirls in them. Everything's looking good, but time to move. Let's watch Sassy Pants lift one of these tubs. Yeah. Tag team lift. You see those boxes from Amazon with the little 2 guys on it? Tag team.
You take.
I'll take the heavy side.
70%. I'll take 30.
You're going over the side up there?
Why don't we slide them down the post? Come on, please.
Let's do a hoochika up on the top of the thing. Oh, girl! Come on!
That's too high. Go there.
We're gonna get poked in the post.
No,
let me get on the downhill side.
Oh,
get up on this rail. Come on.
Why? That's like 10 inches more.
Pump up.
Oh, brother.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Nice. Push. 1, 2, 3. Perfect.
Where are you going?
On this side here.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Pretty heavy load for the 1/4 ton. So here's this fence that we built. I don't know if you remember that, but we cross fenced it. Kind of most of the time it was been cross fenced this way, but I'm gonna cross fence it this long way in a couple of spots and then have another cell over there. That has not been grazed at all yet this year. This was grazed down to nothing and then regrew. And I mean, the difference is, it's wild how much regrowth we've gotten this year. And now we won't graze this until after it freezes now. So it's just gonna keep growing for another, probably hopefully 30 days, 40 days. And then once it freezes hard, we'll come back and graze it. So unhook a couple of these. Probably lift it over the Sonoma, can't we? Go do one more. We wanna drive over it. Lots of stuff. And of course this year it's really been wet. So you can't just use this as an average, but the smaller your pastures, the more cattle you put into them, the shorter the amount of time they're there, and keep them moving. It's just like your ranch can start to support more and more and more cattle to a point. I mean, you're gonna run, there'll be a point where you'll be full, but the nice thing about these yearlings is you got some flexibility. Get rid of some, we could feed them, not like cows. The yearlings are a little more flexible, so I'm kind of liking this heifer deal. We'll see. Bulls are going in tomorrow, so you're watching this, the bulls are already out. Right now we're just gonna run a hot fence from this corner post over, there's a fence right over there, or right over there I guess where we'll go. Oh, we got a little plan started here. We'll go get rid of one of these mineral tubs and one of those salt tubs up on top of this hill. Then we'll put the other mineral tub and the salt closer to the gate coming in here. Then we got a little more space in our pickup. Got my handy dandy little cable end insulator. Got my wire coming. Whoop, 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 that's water. think we do a double wrap on this guy. Yeah, but it's just at the very end here. I'll hand off this and trade you.
But I will have to get my feet wet.
I want quite a bit of tail so I can jumper it.
Can you do that right now so you don't have to come back here?
Yeah. Minty. All right, let's do this.
What?
Need a post. Whoopsie daisies. Just everything's falling apart on us.
No,
What?
not exactly, buddy. You have to be careful for there, Matt.
The circle on itself, and you pull it tight, you gotta make sure you unravel it. You gonna put a spring in here?
I don't know.
Well, she's gonna go back the way we came. Then I need to go around this fence, the barbed wire part of it along the highway. After I put this up, then I'll have to turn the fencer back on. Checking along, going pretty good. When I get to this corners, I want to talk about when you have a square 90 corner in a farm field, this triangular piece is complete waste, and you can't get your corners to stay anyway. So what I'm going to do on these corners, there's a couple, 2, 3 on this place, is you put a corner back here and you put a corner over there, and you put an actual gate in the middle, and then when you farm, you can just round that corner just really nice, and you do a nice job of cleaning it up. And then these cattle have a nice rounded kind of curve to go around instead of going to the end and then turning. And then you have the opportunity to come in and out of that farm field, which is serving like 3 purposes. It's a corner, a gate, and it's also not wasting anything. Anyway, little tip of the day, tip of the hat, tip of the day. Well, here's the gate we've been looking for. If you look over yonder way, you see those 2 trees over there in the bottom? That's where we started, putting that fence up. We didn't want them going up over that hill. Then we came around, and we went along the highway over there, and then came back around here. They can get into this pasture and over here, because our hot wire where the fencer is just right over that little creek right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the wires off of this corner post too as a gate, so if they come back from over here, they can get into the home deal to come back up to the water. And that's ultimately long-term what I'm going to do. I think this fence ultimately will, well, let's see, how am I going to do that? I guess what I could do is take this fence goes down over to that first tree. I could just go from there over here and then go that way, making a pasture here and a pasture there. But I still think I should put a gate here for when they come back, they can get into the yard. Change of plans again. We better just get out of here. 6 o'clock, we got to get to the concert tonight, so I think that's the move, is just leave this gate open. If they do happen to come up here, fine. If they don't, we'll get them tomorrow. We'll finish with taking that fence down or whatever. So I got to try to figure out how to cross this the best way. I feel like up yonder way is a little bit safer. Maybe. It's all a crapshoot right now. I bet you that's no good. Might be trapped. Help! I actually kind of like to go where there's a lot of cattails, meaning that the cattle haven't knocked it down, and then if I drive over some, it gives me a little bit of a base. But this will be a real, if we make this, we'll be lucky. We'll see what happens. The older me was the one that went, opened the gate, and just drove around. Son of a gun! It's an epic time saver. Help! The cavalry is on the way. We'll make Sassy Pants crawl out in there because I don't want to get my shoes any wetter than they already are. It looks a lot farther now. Go this way a little bit. You're good. Keep coming. Clear to me. A little more. Thanks for the boost. I couldn't have done it without you. Mineral tub. DF cattle mat. That looks pretty slick. Another thing you could do with them. Anyways, Redmonds Salt on the cement. Is this cement or concrete? Leave it in the comments. My shoes are wet. Let's go to the concert. Let's get out of here. We got a little problem. Sassy Pants was on the phone. Son of a gun! What did you do, Richard?
Oh, I just put my finish.
Did you fill it up? Nope, they only got diesel. Gotta go to the next station. Get out of here, girl. Who is it? Okay, pull ahead if you would. I want to get to the concert and start dancing. Poor little gate stick. Poor little fender on the old Sonoma. I think now let's hook up the big trailer and we will drop that thing off at Curtis's on our way to Aberdeen, and then in the morning we'll pick up a full trailer load of bulls. We'll dump some bulls out with some heifers tomorrow. So it'll be the 15th of August tomorrow, and that'll set them things up to calve like the 23rd of May. I'm gonna let them calve from the end of May to the end of June. So I'm gonna pull the bulls out so they're done by the end of June, the third week of June or whatever. So give them about 30 days, 35, 32, 3-4 days, and see what we catch. I'm hoping to catch 80%, 85. I'll be happy with 80. Enough of that, let's hook up. Then we'll give you a fit check on our way to the concert. And then maybe a little bit of the concert. How's that sound? Nice, thanks, Matt. Fit check. So what I have on is a clean shirt, clean pants, and my old boots.
I have a cute new hat that a gal from Three Sisters Treasures out western South Dakota built for me. Burnt it. Little things that represent stuff important to me.
Nice.
This is the first public outing. An old pair of jeans, a cute old tank that I like, and my dancing boots. Although this guy tries to get out of dancing.
Load up. So we survived the concert. Luckily it rained again last night. It's been 14 hours since it's rained. We're here to get our bulls. Well, the bulls. I don't know if I'm too much of an angle again. Made her to Jim's. We got to dump 5 of these rascals off. My GoPro was dead at the loadout. Why didn't you stop me? I was getting pretty close, huh?
I was waving at you for quite a while before, and then I
Oh shoot, we couldn't hear you.
Were you watching me in the mirror?
No, I was just looking in my mirror. You were on the wrong side, girl. I'm gonna open the little door.
Let me run the...
See what they can get done.
The one was blowing up on the other ones already. It's like, oh, come on.
We gotta do a little back ranch and driving, back road, back 40 driving here. So we came across this half, 3/4 of a mile to get out to the middle. Last year, I dropped bulls off at the road and I came back with a 4-wheeler and tried chasing them out here. And not this year, not these bulls. These are younger, so we're driving right out to where we need to dump them. Them last bulls, we'll have to go back with the 4-wheeler and get them in the right spot, because I actually see the heifers had moved into where we'd opened the gate yesterday, and I didn't see it, and I let them back to the other one, so that was my bad. Look who missed us. So the farm's over there, the house over there. So the dogs came a half mile down the road, then followed us all the way across. They were anxious to see us. The wind's in our favor, so they get into this wind and they're gonna go. My guess is the heifers are all to the northeast corner. 4?
Yeah. That was a little rougher than we wanted.
Yeah.
The wind will draw them in. They were in a hustle. This one's gonna be the direct drop. The girls are here. Only bad thing, quite a few mosquitoes. The ladies are here. Turn your fence back on right away. That bull is sniffing on your wire right away.
I got this down.
Well, I know, that's what we need to do. See them both? Dirty buggers.
All right, I had a little break. Let's go back and check these bulls. Got the dogs. Everybody likes to hear a dog barking around. Let's go try to make sure they all find their heifers. Good news is I went to this past, those heifers, we moved them. We didn't move them, we moved that fence, you know, and then last night we ran out of time, but the heifers they made their way through the yard and they all went up there. I let the bulls out, they started to come out here. I just rode this whole 80 and I think they made a circle through here, and then my guess is they're up with the heifers. So we need to go energize that fence and then make sure they've settled themselves in. So we'll go ahead and shut that. That's where we just came out of, is back there. Close this. We got to go in here and then duck underneath that hot fence because I don't want to get stuck in that slough like I did yesterday. But we'll be able to duck under the wire and then we can check them. They are going to be able to come back into here, obviously, for the water, but currently water is not an issue. The water is coming out of the hills, just every pothole is full and running over. So no worries there. Well, they're easy to find today. The wind's northeast, so they're all balled up in the corner. We'll ease on over here, and the bulls have got to be in there because I can't find them anywhere else. Well, I see a couple bulls out there. They don't know what to think, these heifers. I think putting the bulls with them, they kind of got a little bit goofy to start with because the bulls are chasing them around now. Voluntarily came into this pasture without us, you know, showing them the gate or opening the gate. So right when I come in here, I think they kind of thought they were in trouble and they started to head back towards the gate, but now I've come around them and stopped them. And now they're coming to look at me. And also I'm upwind of them too, so they can smell me, which helps instead of just seeing something coming at them. But anyway, yeah, see, here's a bull pestering this girl right here. They'll get it figured out. All right, folks, thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.